Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a 2-page scrapbook layout, continuing my trip to Grand Lake and the west side of Rocky Mountain National Park. So I'm going to use Weekend Adventures. It has lots of these outdoors colors and icons, and these are the pictures that I'm going to scrapbook. So we stayed at the Grand Lake Lodge, and this lodge was built in 1920, and it's part of the U.S. National Register of Historic Places. It has a lot of history to it. Henry Ford stayed there and had a cabin named after him, and it's a beautiful historic landmark. So it sits up above Grand Lake, and the views from the lodge are just spectacular. The lodge itself, it's rather rustic, given it was built in 1920. They've done some updating, but it's tiny, and but the grounds themselves are sprawling and just gorgeous. Lots of weddings take place up there and other events, and so we took some pictures around the lodge site and our accommodations, and I'm going to scrapbook that today. Okay, so I'm going to do a modified grid layout, and I've cut several of these pattern papers at 2 by 2 and several squares, and I'm going to lay them out on my page like this, and then I'll work in the 4 by 6 pictures. I've also worked in some pages or some pattern papers from the new Echo Park National Park collection. It has lots of the icon for the U.S. national parks and other images like the signs that are common to several parks, including Rocky Mountain National Park when you enter, and lots of cute things. So I've worked that in to mix it in with Weekend Adventures. The colors work beautifully. So at the front of the lodge, there's this totem pole, which was kind of cool. So I took a picture of that. Actually, my husband took a picture, and his camera printed out in a different size than mine does. So yeah, this trip was from 2017, and so I had my pictures printed, I believe, I can't remember, Shutterfly or Amazon, I can't remember, but yeah, I had a bunch of pictures printed already, and so I'm trying to use them rather than going to my Epson PM400 and just printing what the sizes that I want. So I'm going to try to make these 4 by 6 pictures work. But yeah, this totem pole picture, I think it turned out to be 3.5 by 5. So I'm going to mat that to fit it in so that it's 4 by 6. And then this Rocky Mountain National Park quote postcard was part of a cut apart sheet from that Echo Park collection. So I'm going to do my journaling on the back of it. And I have so many pictures here that I want to squish in. I'm going to use flip flaps to accommodate all of those. So when you see me lifting the picture up and turning it over, I'm just imagining what the flip flap will look like with my stacked pictures. So this one, the postcard will lift up and flip over, and then my journaling will be on the back of it. And then I'll have that picture of the inside of the room underneath. So this will be what you'll see on top. Okay, so this is shimmer trim, and it's black shimmer trim, and I'm using a 12-inch piece that's the original shimmer trim size, which is 1/2 inch, and they are going to border my grouping of little squares. So I have the 1/2 inch one at the bottom, and then I've cut a strip of shimmer trim in half, so I've got a 1/4 inch at the top. When you're placing things, larger images or larger objects should go towards the bottom of your page because visually they weigh more. So putting the 1/2 inch strip at the bottom and then putting the 1/4 inch at the top, it just makes sense to your mind and the way your eye sees things. The 1/4 inch, of course, looks lighter, so it goes towards the top. So fortunately, shimmer trim is forgiving and you can lift it and reposition it. So I'm making sure with my straight edge ruler here that I can get it in the right position, because that is going to be the basis for this whole grid layout. So I'll work things in based on that. So if that isn't on straight, then everything else is going to be wonky. So I'm making sure I'm being super careful. So I'll do the same thing for the right page, and then we'll get everything glued down. So if you don't have any shimmer trim, because of course this is an old retired product from Close to My Heart, you can always use a 1/2 inch of glitter paper, and that works just the same. So I've mounted this picture on some Cajun craze, and just have a little smidge on either side, and then it balances things out and it makes it look like it's 4x6. So then I cut this. This is a photograph that I cut of the sign that sits above the staircase that says Grand Lake Lodge. So I just cut it out of my picture, and I think I'm going to place that at the top there. We'll see. So we'll get some other elements glued down here. And yeah, the rooms were very small, but we didn't spend a lot of time in the room. We were out hiking, so it worked out just fine. And yeah, the bathrooms were like, I don't know, they were almost like camper bathrooms. They were tiniest little things, but yeah, it worked for us. We had what we needed. Okay, these are cool. These are metallic rub-ons, and they come in silver and gold, and they're really cool. This one is a wood grain image. So I've cut it from the carrier sheet and then peeled up that top portion, and then make sure when you place it down, that's really where you want it to be, because they're very sensitive. They're not like a lot of rub-ons. You don't even need a tool. You just press it with your thumb and it will transfer. So yeah, these things are just amazing. So peel carefully, make sure everything is ready to peel up, and ta-da. And now I'm showing it to my seatmate. I was at a retreat and Jima Mommy was sitting next to me, so I had to show her, look how cool these are. So yeah, so I recommend them. They're fun. There's all different kinds of images. So I'm going to create a cluster, and I've cut some of these banners using Stylish Shapes dies, and we'll layer them in like that. And this is Scenic Adventure, and the dies have this tree line. So I've cut a couple of groupings of trees in Old Olive. I'm fiddling with them now, but we'll pull them down. So I've created a long one for the right page, and then I've created a couple for the left page, and then I'll just trim them down accordingly. And we'll create a line of trees above my grouping of photos there. And then I've also cut a couple of these trees in Mossy Meadow and the light side of pecan pie for this for the dirt around the tree. And then I went to my Cricut and I cut a bear. This is similar to the opening page that from a video from a few days ago. So these are matte dots, and one of the colors they come in is Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to scatter a whole bunch of these around just to kind of draw your eye around the page and add a little texture and interest. So we'll scatter those all around. So the first day we drove up there, we checked into the hotel, and then we did a quick hike. Will be the next video that I'll have for you will be a double page spread of the hike that we did that afternoon. It was a short, quick hike, and before we went out to dinner. So yeah, we wanted to get something in that first day. And then we just explored around the little town of Grand Lake. And if you haven't been to Grand Lake, it's the cutest little town. And like I said before, when I did my opening page, the west side of Rocky Mountain National Park it tends to not be as super crowded as the Estes Park side. And of course, it doesn't have as much to offer, but we found plenty. So yeah, kind of a favorite for me. Growing up, my family always preferred that side. So these are some embellishments from Close to My Heart, and they are paperboard. They're not quite as heavy as chipboard, but they are pretty substantial. And this is the Black Arrows collection. So I'm going to scatter a few of these around to coordinate with that Black Watch plaid, and actually not Black Watch, with the lumberjack plaid. And yeah, we'll get them down. I'll glue them down off camera. Okay, so I'll pull these closer to camera, and then I will have still pictures over on my Facebook and Instagram accounts. And I'll make a list of all the supplies that I used with links in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I will make a playlist of all my outdoor scrapbook layouts, and you'll be able to find that at the end of this video. And yeah, thanks for watching.